let's talk about attraction. So, what do you want? Yes, you. What do you want? What do you want more than anything else in the world? Did you say something, or did you just go quiet? Because this question is a doozy. Yes, we can answer it on a surface level and say, well, I want peace and happiness, and I want health and prosperity. And yet that doesn't create any sort of a road plan to actually getting you anywhere. It's just these high-level ideas. And so I honestly believe that we are able to attract that which we most want in this life, but we have to get specific about it. We have to be willing to delve down and really investigate what it is that we want on both a physical, spiritual, and mental level, and parse that out into actionable steps. So some of the tools that I have developed to really help tap into this, I want to share those with you today because they're powerful and they've helped me a lot on my own journey, and they've helped a lot of my clients in really helping to not only identify what they want, but finding ways to every single day track closer to creating them and living them within their life. So the idea of attraction really, for me, is cultivated around this idea that everything we want is already in existence. The amazing relationships, the prosperity, the financial wealth, the well-being, the health, everything that, in this life is of desire and is important that we long for is out there waiting for us. And the thing that's stopping us from connecting with it is often our subconscious beliefs about not being worthy enough to have it. And so that process of finding our worthiness and breaking down those subconscious beliefs, bringing them out into the light and addressing them is super important work. And I think the path to having what it is that we want in this life and creating the abundance that we know that we were born to have, that we deserve, and that is intrinsic in our souls and in our worthiness. So I'm going to share with you 3 ways that I connect more deeply to my own ability to attract that which I most want, and that I've seen work well for others that I've worked with in the past and that I'm currently working with now. So the very first one is an I attract journal. So I'm sure many of you have heard of positive I am statements. These are great. These are statements that we can say to ourselves that help reinforce our positive traits that we want to illuminate and grow more into. And yet, one of the things I've noticed about I am statements is that if we go to a place with them that our subconscious mind doesn't believe, it's very, very hard to break through that barrier and connect with them. So for instance, you could say a statement like, I am extremely financially wealthy and a billionaire. And if your current reality does not look like you are actually a billionaire, that part of your subconscious mind is going to call you out on that and be like, actually, no, you're not. And you might be able to say it until you're blue in the face, but it's going to feel like lying because your subconscious mind doesn't believe you. And so that subconscious mind is being guarded by a very skeptical little wizard with a staff. And he's like, thou shalt not pass, because he knows that it's BS. You don't actually believe that you are a billionaire. So one of the ways that I've found to circumnavigate this angry little dwarf elf man wizard with a stick is to create what I call an I attract journal. So our mind will allow us to believe that we are worthy of attracting something, even if it doesn't believe that we are worthy of yet having it. There's a different energy to it. It's kind of like the words want and need. When I say I want something, it's very aspirational. It's very possible. Everything is possible. When I say I need something, it feels needy. It often connects us to sort of more of a victimhood mentality. Like, I need this, but I don't have it. So what does that mean about me? It's kind of like when I say I am, say I am 6 feet tall. Definitely not 6 feet tall. Something in my mind is like, you are not 6 feet tall. You're a liar and you can't have that. I can attract, though, the things in which I want. If I say I attract being 6 feet tall, perhaps I go and buy myself a fabulous pair of 6-inch pumps and now I'm 6 feet tall. Okay, I'm getting off topic, but the idea behind this is that it's this intermediary between what you want and what you don't yet have. And it's sort of this ability, it gives us this mode of transportation from one to the other. So we can begin to put the things that we most want into this stratosphere of attraction. And through daily check-ins and adding them regularly to our journal, we're reinforcing that message to the universe or to God or to whomever, that higher place within you that cultivates this stuff. There's just the factory inside of you that bangs out all your wants and needs. We are sending a signal to that place. Top priority, put this at the top of the list. Let's get this done. And it works. It works if you keep doing it day in and day out and you're committed to it. So start an I Attract journal. Let me know how it goes. You can put anything in there. That's the cool thing about it. You can put whatever you want in there. You can put really specific things like that car you've been dreaming of owning your whole life, or you can put states of being, ways that you want to feel. You can put relationships and how you want those relationships to look and who you want them to be with. Put that stuff in your I Attract journal and watch your life transform. Number 2, I want to talk about language and how we use language. So the subconscious mind, again, does not understand negatives. So when you say, I don't want something, all it hears is the something. So if you say, I don't want to be poor, all it hears is poor, 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 poor. And then it's like, how do I make this person poor? Because it's clearly what they most want. So we need to realize that words have energy and we need to focus on the words that are positive. Sorry to say it, but you gotta be positive. You don't want to. Positivity on its own, is it's got to be grounded in something, right? And so we need to find ways to take the things that we regularly speak negatively about and transform them into the positive. It can be challenging, but I think you're up to the task. So think about ways, and think about ways that you speak that you can transform. Especially, if you find that you've got a narrative around something like math. Let's use math as an example. If you're always telling people you're not good at math, that is reinforcing a belief within you that you're not good at math, and the chances of you getting better at math while you're saying that once or twice a day to people, very, 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 very slim. You could instead change a statement around that to be more like, math is something that I'm super curious and interested in cultivating more skill in because I've not yet given over much energy to learning that. And voila, you have changed your narrative around math, and now you get to be good at math if and when you want to. So I said I was going to give you 3 things, but I changed my mind. I'm only going to give you 2 because I think that's a lot to chew on. So let me know in the comments below. Have you ever used an I Attract journal? Have you ever cultivated I Attract statements to get more of what you want? And if so, how did that go for you? Also, what do you notice about your language? Are you using negatives, or are you noticing a lot of sort of chastising self-talk around the things that you most want? And if so, how can you transform that to a statement that is going to propel you more in the direction that you want to go in, as opposed to sucking you down into the direction you do not want to go in? Let me know in the comments below. Super excited to have a discussion around this. And as always, I am Katie Webster. You can connect with me at katiewebster.ca, where my writing and my videos live, and also all the wonderful opportunities to work with me included in that are meditation groups and one-on-one coaching. So have a beautiful day, and I can't wait to connect with you in the comments below.